So I need to choose an envelope, which I think the tickets are...
And you'll win them if you're right, but you'll be wrong. You'll be wrong.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, most people choose number 3.
Is that great?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. I want number 5.
I knew you were going to say that. The suspense.
What is it? Well, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a very, very good day. I have got Dave in the studio.
And I have Kaylee.
And we have got Martin on the phone.
Right now.
Doing some magic on the radio.
Yes.
Very excited. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, you're welcome. It's been such good fun. Yeah,
it's going to be great.
Yeah.
So, shall we get into it?
Why not?
Let's do it. I am well excited. So I have got in the studio with me, I've got Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
And then on the call, I should have Martin. Hello, Martin.
Hello.
Hello.
I like the comedy pause there, Martin, where you were pretending that we couldn't quite get hold of you.
It's great to have you guys on today. And you're both magicians, right?
Are you? Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I try my best to be.
No, Martin's the proper professional. I just hang on.
So how did you guys meet?
Go on, Martin, tell the story.
So we've known each other now for about, is it 15, 16 years?
Yeah, something crazy
and,
like that. How
we
old are you
actually
now?
met at the... I'm now 31.
So we met when you were 14.
Wow. Yeah, met when I was 14, and we just finished doing a show with Wow, and we were doing the after show party, and
Which
Dave
I gate crashed.
be there. Yeah.
I gate crashed looking for a
then we
singer
just
for my
hit it off.
studio, and I came back with the magician.
Yeah, exactly that. And at the time I was really into magic, and but I didn't know kind of much about the kind of how to do proper tricks. And I saw Dave doing magic to a friend of mine, and was just completely blown away by it, and was like, that's exactly what I want to be doing. And and then that kick-started it, really.
It started everything from there.
Yeah, and then Martin went on and kind of became good. so I taught him the basics. Now he's a proper professional magician, living in London, breaking all sorts of world records and everything. It's crazy what he's doing now.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So what inspired you guys to put this show together?
Well, one of the London councils asked Martin to put on a theatre show, and he asked Martin for help with that. With a lot of the shows that we do, Martin asks me to consult on the show, and I help him to produce various effects and that. And so, yeah, they asked him to put it together, and they offered him a lot of money to do it. So he phoned me and he said, Dave, we've been given a lot of money to do this show. Do you want to do it with me? And I went, yeah, okay. And then we thought, we better have a show. We better think of something that we can do in the show. So we put it together. It's a bit mad how we did put it together, because Martin living in London, we don't see each other that much. Right. So he came to stay at mine about a week ago. And in 2 days, we put together the kind of the sketch for the first part of the show, which we then tested at the Three Chimneys. That went very well.
In Weymouth.
Yeah, so now we've tweaked that and improved it and lengthened it and got some exciting new bits for the next show we've got coming up on Portland.
So when is that happening?
It's Tuesday, 3rd of September.
And where is it?
It's at Royal Manor Theatre on Portland.
Fantastic. Sounds like it's going to be very, very exciting. So how do you select the tricks that go into your set? Is there do you try it out on people and then kind of figure out which ones you're going to do, or is it something that just
it's a funny one that. When we first got into magic, the tricks we did were the ones that we could do, the ones we'd learned how to do. So we would say, right, we know how to do 6 tricks, so they're the ones that are going in my show. But now we've been doing it for 20 years, we've got quite a bank of effects that we can do. So we look at it from another side now, and that is, what effect do we want it to have on the audience? So rather than thinking now of how the trick is done and then doing the trick, we look at the reverse of that. We think, what would be a really cool thing to do on stage? And then once we've got that in our minds, we try to figure out a way that we can do it.
Right. And what about you, Martin?
Yeah, very much so. So with this show, so it's called A Sense of Awe and Wonder, and we were looking at it, and we didn't want to just do a magic show where we both come on and just doing trick, because it can become quite boring and repetitive. But we were looking at kind of ways of coming at it, like Dave said, from a different angle. And so we looked at maybe doing a show based on the senses, the 5 senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. And that was kind of the real kind of breakthrough moment really for it, because what's nice as well with the show is it's not just magic, it's kind of showcasing all the skills that we have between us, because as well as doing magic, Dave's also a phenomenal music producer and is incredible on the piano as well, and we've kind of picked up various skills over the years between us, and so we're really able to showcase all the kind of different things that we're able to do throughout the course of the narrative of going through the five senses.
I paid him to say all those nice things about me, by the way. I wrote that script for him.
That sounds great, because it means that people are getting a lot to experience during the show, and it's not just like you said, it's not just one thing. It's a whole different load of things that they can experience during it. I have seen Dave do his sort of piano stuff. He does this thing where he puts a band over his head and he plays the piano. It's very clever.
Yeah, that will feature. So the sound section of the Five Senses show is based around the Phantom Pianist sketch, but we've turned it into a mind reading effect as well, where a member of the audience can just think of a song, and I tune in and I start playing the song that's in their head.
That's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Wow. So what type of magic would you say they can expect during the show?
Well, I think with this one, it's a case of, we've certainly wanted to kind of develop some new routines for ourselves, because both myself and Dave are very progressive with our magic. There's some magicians who will kind of do the same tricks for 20 years, and because those tricks work well, then that's all the tricks they do. And certainly with kind of the world records and things that I've done, I've had to challenge myself and come up with new ideas. So very much with this show, we wanted to kind of do some of our kind of favorite routines that we kind of known and love performing, but also we wanted to develop some brand new stuff, which firstly means that no other magicians are going to be doing that particular trick. And it's kind of helped, and that's how we then ended up kind of incorporating the other skills and techniques that we've kind of picked up over the years. So it's kind of a mixture of, from our perspective, of old and new, but certainly with the new stuff, there's some very, very exciting things in there.
And the show culminates with Martin doing a record attempt live on stage. He's actually going to break a world record on stage.
Yeah. So I know that you've had a history, Martin, of doing a world record attempts, or you've broken world records as well.
Yeah, so I currently have 3 Guinness World Records, which are for the most magic tricks done on a skydive. So I did 11 tricks while plummeting towards the earth. And then while training for that, I did most magic tricks in a wind tunnel. So that's one of the indoor skydiving places that's in Milton Keynes. I did that one. And then last year I did Britain's Got Talent and did a world record on Britain's Got Talent for the most magic tricks blindfolded in 1 minute.
Got a standing ovation for that, by the way. 4 yeses
standing ovation. Only person to get a record on the show last year as well, which I was really chuffed with.
So then you're going to be doing a world record attempt during the show as well.
So basically, I am actually going to be doing another Guinness World Record next Thursday on Blue Peter, and this is something which it's been very intensive for the last couple of weeks trying to prepare for it. So very much so. I love
the way he says that. He's had so many amazing opportunities and loads of crazy things done. Like he's on TV in a week's time, and it's like he's just said that like he's going down the shops to buy a pack of potatoes or something. When we were preparing for the show, we were sitting in my living room writing the material, and Yuri Geller phoned him up. Like the famous bender guy. Yeah, exactly. And now apparently Martin's like one of Yuri's consultants, like breaking world records and things. It's crazy what Martin's doing now. Yeah, really great. So,
I mean, it sounds like you're really dedicated and you've really found a passion in something that you love doing. What was it that inspired you about magic?
For me, my brother, who's 6 years older than me, had a Paul Daniels magic set when I was young, and he just used to entertain me in the living room with that, and that's kind of where I fell in love with it. At 14 years old, I went to stay around a friend's house, and his dad was very good with close-up with cards, sleight of hand with cards, and showed me the most amazing magic trick where he put my card on the table, I put my hand on it, and then I lifted my hand up and turned over the card, and it completely changed into another card. And until that point, I didn't realise that you could actually do that. I thought that was just camera trickery on TV. So when I suddenly realised that you could actually do the magic that you can see people like David Blaine doing on television, then I was massively hooked, and that was it for me. It's just been fascinated ever since.
That's fantastic. What about you, Martin?
Yeah, so pretty similar, really. I mean, I actually got a Paul Daniels magic set when I was 4 for Christmas, and that was it. Like from that moment,
you just fancied Devin McGee. That's what it was.
So yeah, it was great. Like growing up, like I always remember being fascinated by it, and I think certainly kind of in the kind of latter years of performing, because I now, well, for the last 4.5 years, I've worked with the children's charity up in London called Spread a Smile, and we go to the children's hospitals in London, like Great Ormond Street, and basically use entertainment as a form of therapy for children with life-threatening illnesses. And kind of up until that point, I'd always loved doing magic. But when I did my first visit at Great Ormond Street, there was a particular moment that happened with a child on the day, which really kind of had a really profound effect on me and made me realise that magic isn't about how technical, how clever a trick is. It's about what someone experiences and what they feel when they see that moment of magic happen in front of them. And that's, for me, is what magic is all about. It's not about kind of how suave or how technical a magician is. It's what an audience experiences. And certainly kind of with the show, we've aimed to leave it with a very kind of inspiring ending, and to hopefully leave people feeling they've been on a bit of an emotional journey throughout the show, and certainly kind of come away feeling inspired, and just having enjoyed an amazing night.
Yeah, and I think that's amazing to hear how something that you're so passionate about, that kind of grew up when you were younger, has kind of developed, and you can then bring that joy to other people. It's something that you found joy in yourself, and it's kind of extended on that you can bring that to audiences.
That was a great speech, Martin. I feel inspired by that. I'm going to go. I want to see.
Right then, so they're going to get ready to do some magic. I've also got Max in the studio. He's been helping Dave out. Hi, Max.
Hi.
He's your little helper today.
Yeah, Max is the most amazing person in the entire world, apart from Martin, of course. Max just puts all like the shows together. There's nothing he can't do. He does a lot of the tech for us. He's only, how old are you now?
13.
He's 13 years old, and there's nothing he doesn't know about putting sound on for a live show. So he's going to be the sound and lighting tech for us on the show, as well as Martin's brother Ashley Rees, who also techs at Weymouth College. So we've got a great team.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to hand it over to you guys to do your trick.
Okay, Martin, can you give me a 3-digit number?
I am going to say 128.
128. So I'm typing that into my calculator here in front of Kaylee. You can see that, yeah?
I can, yes.
Yeah. I'm going to multiply that now. Max, give me a 3-digit number.
448.
Okay, and Kaylee, I want you to give me a 3-digit number. I'm asking you to go last because obviously we might have talked and set this up.
Okay.
So you can now choose any number you want. And so whatever number you choose is going to affect this answer, yeah? It could be anything. Okay.
A 3-digit number.
3-digit number.
768.
Okay. And finally, 1 digit, just any 1 digit you like.
9.
Okay. So I've multiplied that together. I'm going to hit equals. I've got a number on my phone. Okay. See this number?
Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah, can you grab hold of that for me?
Okay.
I'll write it down on here. Read that number for me.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
It is 1305.
Yeah.
836.
Yeah.
040.
Now, you could have chosen any numbers to get this answer, right?
Yes.
If I just put a 0 in front of that, do you recognise that number?
Yes, I do. So basically, what he's told up to me right now is the phone number to Air 107.2. I don't know how you did that, Dave. Oh my word.
So we're going to
spooky.
be doing a crazy magic trick in a little while, but I've got 5 envelopes here, and one of these envelopes, they're numbered 1 to 5.
Okay.
One of these envelopes has 4 free tickets in for our show. The other 4 envelopes have a blank. They've got a piece of paper which says blank on them.
Right.
We're going to be asking people to phone in and guess a number in just a moment. Now, the last envelope chosen is going to be where the free tickets are. So the last person to phone is going to win the free tickets. If anyone wants to phone in the meantime and give me a number from 1 to 5 and try and beat someone to it, they can guess where the tickets are, but they are going to get it wrong.
Now, Martin and Dave have been talking to me, and they've got a trick ready to do. I've got a caller who called into the studio, Vicki Lynn, and so our phone line went down.
It did.
So what
the
we've
phone
done,
line was inundated with a call.
So what we've done is Max the helper is talking to Vicki on the phone line, and he's going to
I think we need to describe
sort of
this.
spokesperson for Vicki.
Yep.
So
Max is like he's wrapped up in like a ball of wool or something. There's wires all over the studio. It's all good
this
though.
is
It's all
fantastic.
working. It's all
live
working.
radio.
Yeah.
So just to say hi to Vicki.
Vicki, say hi. Vicky says hi.
Fantastic, good, I like it.
I heard her, actually. I heard her. Tell her
She
to
is
shout.
there.
She's there.
She asked Vicky where she's from.
Where are you from, Vicky? She is from Weymouth.
From Weymouth. And is she ready to try and win some tickets?
Are you ready to try and win some tickets, Vicky? Of course.
Great.
Max is an amazing... I didn't realise. Max is an amazing translator. He can, like, translate English into English.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
It's amazing.
Great.
Ask Vicky if she's there on her own.
Are you there on your own, Vicky? She is not. Do you want her to be?
No, who's she with?
No? Who are you with? She is with Ben.
Okay, I'd like Ben to play as well. I've told we've got to be quite quick, so we're going to race through this, but I think we've got enough players now if Ben joins in too. So there's 5 envelopes. One of them has 4 free tickets in, and the other ones are blank. They have a blank piece of paper which says blank on them. And the last envelope chosen will be the one with the tickets in. That's kind of my proclamation. That's like, I'm going to try and persuade people to keep getting it wrong until it's the last one left. Okay, so Kaylee, I'm going to try and ask you to choose an envelope, and I'm going to try and persuade you to choose one which the tickets are not in. You've got to try and guess one which the tickets are actually
Okay,
in.
so I need to choose an envelope which I think the tickets are
and you'll win them if
are
you're
in.
right, but you'll be wrong. You'll be wrong.
Oh yeah.
By the way, most people choose number 3.
Is that great?
Yeah,
Oh, that's lovely. I want number 5.
I knew you were going to say that. Suspense.
What is it? Oh no, it says blank on it.
Blank.
Typical.
So we've got envelopes 1 to 4 next. Max, you tried this earlier on and didn't manage to win the free tickets, but I'll give you another chance. You've got a 1 in 4 chance of getting this right. Go for it.
3.
See, I told you, Max, never to choose envelope number 3.
I know.
He just, trust me, I'm a magician.
Oh,
Max.
it's
Right,
blank, Max.
He's coming anyway. He's doing the sound.
You don't get free
I'll let him in the
tickets.
fire exit. Right, we have 3 envelopes left. One of them has the free tickets in. We have 1, 2, and 4. And let's go for Ben. Let's ask Ben. He needs to choose a number between 1, 2, or 4. Tell him at this stage, 90% of people would choose number 2.
Vicky, can you pass me over to Ben, please? Or ask Ben, which number would he choose? 1, 2, or 4? At this stage, 90% of people choose number 2. Ben said he'll have number 2, please.
Yeah, you see, it's like 90% of the other people. I tried to tell him, didn't I? I tried to tell him. You were here. You all saw.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Sorry,
he's
Ben.
opening it up.
Blank.
Ew, it says blank in it. Oh, sorry, Ben. How does Ben feel about that?
How do you feel about that, Ben?
You were so close.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
Aw.
Okay. Good sport, Ben.
Good sport. Right.
Like
Okay.
it.
So Vicky gets final choice. I'm sorry about this, Vicky, but I think you're going to get this wrong. It's all part of the game. I'm trying to make you get it wrong. You're trying to guess what the tickets are. So you get the last choice, Vicky. If you're wrong, then the tickets will have to go to the next person who phones, and we'll give them the free tickets. So Vicky, we have envelopes 1 and 4. Which one would you like to go for? Which one is standing out more than the other one?
Number 1.
No,
Choose
yes, I
number
see what
1.
she did there. So she's actually chosen number 1.
What's in it? Oh, it's blank.
It's blank. The tickets
Oh, my
were
word.
in fact in number 4.
Look at that. My word. You were so close, Vicky. How's Vicky feeling about that?
How do you feel about that, Vicky? Heartbreak.
No.
Poor Vicky. It's all right, I'll give her a hug.
Okay.
I'll give her a telephone hug, make her feel better.
Send good vibes. Thank you, Vicky, so much for taking part.
Thank you, Vicky, for taking part.
I'll leave this with you, Katie, but next person who phones the studio, just let me know their name, and we'll have 4 tickets on standby at the theatre for them for the show on the 3rd of September.
Oh, there you go. So if you do want to tin tickets, first person to call me next.
So, Katie, I've got a box of cards, yeah? Just describe to Dorothy that I am just holding a box of cards.
Okay, so I'm just going to describe to you what's happening. Dave, the magician, is holding a box of cards.
Okay.
It's a blue box.
Now I want Dorothy to choose any playing card, but it's very important you say not the Joker, and most people choose the Ace of Spades and the Queen of Hearts. You have to say those things.
Okay, so Dave wants you to pick a card from the deck of cards, not the Joker,
And most people choose
And most people choose
the Ace of Spades
the Ace of Spades
or the Queen of Hearts.
or the Queen of Hearts.
She can have those two, but she can have any card as well.
You can have those two, but you can take any card you want. Yes. The 7 of Diamonds, please.
Okay, describe what's happening.
So he's opening up the box of cards. And he's slowly going through them. He's got them face up to me. He's going through the cards right now. Okay, so so Dave has just gone through the cards. They're face up, apart from one card is faced down in the pack, okay? He's just handed me that one card that was being faced down the whole time. Okay, do you want me to turn this over? So I'm going to turn this card over now. You picked this card, right? It is the 7 of Diamonds. That is amazing. Well, I cannot believe that you've done all of these tricks. Even on the radio, you didn't even have to see people to do the tricks.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? It's almost like I'm a magician or something.
Crazy!
I know, can you imagine that? Yeah. It's almost like I can read people's minds. I know.
A little bit scary. I was so terrified. I was like, he's going to read my mind.
I've seen all her thoughts now. Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Oh, good.
No.
Anyway.
I'll keep it a secret.
Well, good luck in your shows. I hope it goes really, really well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me. And a big thank you to Martin as well, who was on the phone. We really, really appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, and thanks for inviting us in again. It's been amazing to be here. It's always good fun every time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's it from me. If you want to keep up with the videos or the podcast or anything, then just make sure that you click that subscribe button, like this video if you want to, and I'll see you next time.